to another episode of What is Health. Today, we're going to be talking about mineral balance. Now, we've touched a lot of other subjects, but mineral balance is super crucial. And so I hope you really have your pens and paper ready to take some notes. Let's dive right in. So, in the keto space, electrolytes are talked about a lot. Those are minerals, right? You get your magnesium, your potassium, your sodium, and your calcium that goes with the magnesium. Now, those are great. Electrolytes are super important for cognitive function, for relaxation of muscles, for energy. They send electrical currents to the muscle. They allow for a good muscle contraction when you work out, right? Electrolytes are huge, and they're super important on a ketogenic diet due to the way that low insulin levels affect the kidneys. Now, that being said though, they are not the only minerals that matter. We know of more than 10 minerals that are needed to sustain life as a whole. You have particular minerals that affect particular glands. For instance, the thyroid needs iodine. The adrenals need copper. These are the main ingredients that help these glands function, right? And so if we don't have the minerals, then they're not going to be able to do what they need to do in your body. Minerals are also known as cofactors. Cofactors mean that they are part of what factors into a mechanism working in your body. So there are particular things that your body needs particular minerals to be able to do. To be able to help with bone density and create bone matter, your body needs calcium. It's a cofactor with osteoplasts and osteoclasts to create that exchange. So things like that are super, super important. Now, why do people not get enough minerals? Or how do they not get enough minerals? A lot of people take a multivitamin. Multivitamins, I mean, we literally pee out more multivitamins than any other country in the world. We have $1 million pee. And the problem is that, for one, the minerals found in multivitamins are generally synthetically made. So your body, while it can use them, it's just not as efficient. It doesn't register as easy. There's a lot of nuanced little things that compound throughout the absorption and digestion process that lead to it just not being as beneficial as getting those vitamins from a bioavailable source. So a lot of us, even on keto, we don't eat enough nutrient-dense foods. So things like red meat, organ meats, salmon roe, things like that are super, super nutrient dense. If you're going to go the vegetable route, kale, spinach, properly preparing them. It means blanching them in hot water, putting an acid like lemon juice on them, and giving them a fat source to absorb those fat-soluble vitamins. Like, we don't eat enough of those things. We eat a lot of the low-carb veggies, so we really focus on like romaine and chard and bok choy, and then we stick to like lean meats, like we'll do like chicken, fish, and we'll do some beef, maybe like 6 ounces a day. We really don't get enough of the nutrient-dense foods because even on keto, we tend to have a quantity over quality issue. Like, the quality of the food isn't always the focus. It's just making sure we get the right quantities in. And I'm telling you, nutrient density matters. Mineral amounts matter. So I really encourage you to play with recipes. Get some ground beef and maybe some beef liver and put it in a processor and make like a meatloaf and see how much liver you can get in that meatloaf until you can taste it. Because you'd be surprised how much you can get in at first without tasting it. And if you find like a good amount, 1 ounce of liver and a slice of meatloaf is better than no liver, okay? Half an ounce is better than none. At least you're getting a percentage of those nutrient-dense, rich vitamins and bioavailable forms of amino acids into your body. So that's really the number one issue, is that we have a quantity over quality issue, right? Even in the keto space. And so making sure that what you're eating has quality. I tend to go with like a 90-10 rule. 90% of my food all has a purpose, whether it's a fiber, whether it's a certain fatty acid, whether it's protein. Everything I eat has a purpose. For instance, when I make protein chia seed pudding or something like that, I don't just do a scoop of whey. I do half a scoop of whey, half a scoop of casein. I could just do a scoop of whey, but I know the way that those two proteins react, and I know that they're different compounds, and I want to get a little bit of both, so it's more of a complete protein source. It's not just like whey protein, like a protein shake, right? So like little things like that, right? Like there's constantly, everything has a purpose, but I do have 10%. There's 10% of the things I eat. It could be a jicama stick. It could be a keto bar. It could be a keto cookie on occasion, or maybe even some keto ice cream. 10% of my diet is just kind of, I eat it because I want to enjoy it. Problem is, a lot of people, it's like a 60-40. It's like 40% is like, oh, this is healthy. The other 60% is, well, it's keto, right? Should it be just healthy, or should it just be keto, or should it be keto and healthy? I'd rather it be healthy or keto and healthy. I'd rather it not just be keto, quote unquote. That can land you in trouble, especially if you have hormonal issues. If you have other things going on, it doesn't matter how low you bring your insulin. If you're not feeding your body the right minerals, vitamins, having proper digestion, and controlling stress and management, like we talked about in all these other videos, you are not going to see the progress that you want to see. These things matter. Which brings me to my second point. My second point is digestion. So guys, bottom line, this all goes back to digestion. You haven't seen that video yet? There is the tag to go click on it and check it out. Digestion is key. If you are not digesting your food, you are not absorbing the vitamins and minerals. You are going to be deficient. You've got to digest your food. I really hope you're starting to see how all these foundations tie in together. Because if you're not properly digesting, you don't have the right vitamins and minerals. If you don't have the right vitamins and minerals, then you're going to have issues with stress life management. And you're going to have issues with your adrenal glands. You're going to have issues with other things. If that's happening, then you're going to have an easier time getting stressed out and not being able to calm down. That's going to affect your digestion. Now it's harder to absorb. Now it's harder to use. Now you're more stressed. Now it's harder for you to digest. Boom, 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 boom. It's this vicious cycle. And you've got to start somewhere. And you can take any one of these videos and you can start there. Quality over quantity. Make sure you're hitting your macros. Make sure you're eating your calories. Or if you're intuitive, eat till you're satisfied. But nutrient-dense foods. Secondly, do low carb or ketogenic. You don't have to do ketogenic, but do low carb whole food diet. Again, quality over quantity. But keep the carbs low. Let your insulin come back to a baseline. And then relax. Focus on stress life management and take time to relax in your life. And, when you're eating and stuff, like we talked about in the digestion video, slow down. Don't drink liquids while you eat. Get off your phone. Focus on your meal. If you do those things, you're going to see progress in some area. It might not be on the scale right at first, depending on who you are and how long you need to heal. But you're going to feel better. You're going to be able to function better. You're going to recover from the gym better. You're overall just going to be a better human being. And that's really what I want to drive home with these videos is health is holistic. It encompasses a lot of factors. It's not just about raising ketones on a ketone meter. There's more to it than that. And so I'm hoping that with these videos, you're starting to see that there's a bigger picture that you can be a part of in your own personal life. And you can develop more of a holistic health lifestyle. So that's it for this video, guys. Next one's hydration. Watch out for that. Until next time.